Let's get an update on Avax. We took a look at it yesterday, looking for some price continuation out of on a weekly basis. So on a weekly chart, there was this consolidation pattern that was underway, and we were looking for a breakdown to 17, hold, and then move up, or if it was particularly strong, just move up. So it looks like we're starting to see a move up. Okay, let's clean the chart. Let's get our range algo to help us define ranges of interest. So it's looking at the weekly time frame. There is enough price history in Avax to do that. And let's subdivide our lower quadrants into quadrants, and we can see that the area that we were looking at yesterday was a flip of 25/26, and price is there right now on a weekly time scale. So rather than dropping down to the daily, what we actually are interested in doing is dropping down to either the 4-hour or the 1 hour. And primarily the reason for doing that is that if we manage to get at least 3 4-hour closes above this level here, then there is an increased chance of continuation. Not a guarantee, just an increased probability. So if we do that, where do we eye up next? Okay, so that's what we're kind of interested in and why we're doing a follow-up. So on a weekly basis, this was the consolidation pattern, and let's put it on a close only basis. So this was the consolidation. Could say that, yeah, that looks about okay on a 4-hour basis. Rejection, rejection, touch, push. Okay, so that was basically the consolidation pattern that was playing out on a higher time scale, and we've clearly broken to the upside. So what we don't really want to see is we don't want to see price coming back into this range now, but we haven't cleared it completely, so there is a chance. So if it does pop down, our invalidation now for the bull thesis or continuation higher is going to be around this level here, 0.75. Let's call it 23. It's slightly higher than that, but let's call it 23. If we start closing below 0.75 and around 23, then let's make that 23. So the 0.75 is level, so we could get a wick down and then up if we do get a big pullback. If we start closing below 23, which is going to be, kind of below this level, and we're kind of turning that into resistance, then this whole kind of bull setup is in danger. Not completely failed, but it's in danger. So would probably start to scale out around here and just wait for price to kind of show strength again. Let's put the candles back up. Okay, so that's kind of like an invalidation level. Next targets. Okay, so this is a 1 close, 4-hour close. Won't actually count that. This is a close at the level. So price is clearly respecting these algo generated quadrants, which is great to know. So this one, probably look for one more, And that's kind of like a nice basing consolidation for a few 4-hour candles. If we manage to do that, then we would want to see continuation up to the 28, and then we are into level by level at that point. So looking good at the minute. This is 25 and change, and we're currently at 26, not out of the woods. So let's drop down to hour. We can see, look, so we've dipped and we're reclaiming, so that's good, that's positive. Let's dip down to the 15 minute, and let's see how our algos have been thinking about price here. So we have, on a 15-minute basis, we were losing a bit of volume momentum. So that was part of the dip, and it's been brought back up. So this level's definitely been respected, and you can see this dip here below a level is kind of the thinking behind, you know, kind of dipping down into, let's just go back up. Let's clear these out. So that's kind of the thinking about dipping down and then maybe getting back up. If we ever get here, we may not. There is an argument that we could do a resistance back test and then up. So worth watching for that. Okay, back to the 15. Let's have a look at what our algos are saying. Looking quite positive. Green background, quite positive. Moving up, quite positive. Starting to get some momentum back in, positive momentum back in. But this kind of volume signature here, volume momentum, sorry, this isn't what you want to see, really. Let's see what it looks like on a 5-minute chart. Yes, kind of volume momentum is down, even while price is up. That is something to pay attention to. What we want to see really is strength coming in like this. This is like the bots are kind of like signaling there's lots, or the algos are signaling lots of strength in this movement here. We had some reasonably positive momentum, and then we just started to fade. It's just starting to fade. A little bit neutral here. We could just be basing. So we could just be basing while we get acceptance at this level here. So we're going to treat it like that for the time being, which is why we're waiting for at least one more 4-hour candle closing above this, which would indicate that the probabilities of continuation start to increase at that point, because we're getting acceptance at above this level. Okay, so on a daily basis we can see we haven't fully cleared this level. Okay, so this is level to watch, 25 and change. Let's call it 26, just under 26. We want to see that hold, continue pushing. If we start to see price going towards the 28.25 of this quadrant, that gets us a little more comfortable that we're starting to kind of see acceptance and starting to potentially see acceleration. Just going back to our range algo, let's close the MAs. Okay, let's just take a look on a weekly basis. This candle here is a bit of a problem that we've got to overcome, but it's at that 28 level, so that's also interesting. So just under, no, actually, it is at that 28.25 level. So that's going to be an area to watch for a bit of resistance. I'm kind of contending with some of these areas right now, but overall bullish, still looking good. We're starting to see kind of like acceleration, and this breaking above this, then we are starting to see some signs that we're going to move up to this 43, and that we're starting to break this downtrend already. But that getting above here would be a good confirmation of breaking the downtrend. Okay, we're going to be watching this because we are trading it on spots. Let's come back to this. Well, let's come back to it, and either if we dip below to see what's going on, or if we kind of start reaching for this level. So give it a day or two before we come back to this, maybe, depending on how price consolidates either above or below this level here. So wrapping up, areas of interest, obviously here, this level, 25.8, yeah, let's say 25.9. This is the area that we want to hold 3 4-hour closes from, so this one and then the following one. So we've just started really this candle. If we start to see this turn into, dipping below and this turn into resistance, then there's a risk we're going backwards. If we get acceptance here, consolidate, then we're looking for continuation up to the 28, so 0.5 of 0.25 of this quadrant here. So yeah, hope that helps.